Hey, how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So in this video we're going to be looking at your special person's thoughts and feelings about you right now. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. All I need you to do is choose one of these three piles. We have pile 1, 2 and 3. So take as long as you need to make your choice. Just remember to use your gut instinct and your intuition to lead you to the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. And you'll also find a link to my website, so if you'd like to book a personal reading with me, link is there. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Click the timestamp and I'll see you there. Okay, group number 1. Let's take a look at your person's thoughts and feelings for you. Okay, so I'm going to start with the Psychic Tarot first. So, what are your person's... What I'm going to do actually is I'm going to split up the thoughts and feelings. Okay, so I'm going to put the thoughts above here and feelings below. Okay, so your person's current thoughts about you. What are your person's current thoughts about you? Okay, so we have the card of Destiny. What are your person's thoughts about you right now? Emotional loss. Memories of love. Okay, let's look into their feelings. What are their current feelings for you right now? What are their current feelings for you right now? Okay, so we've got the third eye. What are their current feelings for you right now? Partnerships and alliances. What are their current feelings for you, group 1? Spiritual strength. Oh, spiritual union on the bottom of the deck. So I do feel like this is a very, very close connection you have with this person. Very, very close indeed. I feel you're connected on a spiritual level, emotional level, and a telepathic level. I just feel like you and this person at one point or another were very, very close. Okay, but I still feel there is that closeness, even if there is a physical separation between you right now. So let's unpick this a little bit here. So in their thoughts, it's interesting because we've got two emotional cards that have come through here in their thoughts. So I do feel like their thoughts are quite, excuse me, emotionally led. So whatever they're feeling, it seems to be coming through a lot in their thoughts about you. Okay, now they may be thinking about the fact that they've hurt you. Okay, if you know that that's the case, if that was, how things were left, if they weren't very kind, or, in some way they feel like they've hurt your feelings. Okay, so they could be thinking about that. Or again, in the flip reverse, if they feel like you've hurt their feelings in some way. You may not even realize you have, but you could have said something that's really stuck with them and caused them to feel pain. Okay, but then this could also be about there being this separation between the two of you. Okay, they're thinking about the fact that they're separated and they're thinking about the fact that they miss you. Okay, I can definitely see this with your pile, group 1, that your person is missing you. So if that's something you've been wondering about, whether they even care, I do feel they care, yes. And I do feel they long for you, even if they're not showing it. Okay, in their minds, they keep going back to you. But I do feel they keep going back to the pain as well. So this could also be something that's stopping them from continuing because they don't want to go through pain or inflict any more pain potentially on you. Now the Wheel of Fortune here, this is about a new karmic cycle beginning. Okay, I mean, I say the Wheel of Fortune, it is the Destiny card. Okay, so it's a lot of karmic activity happening here. So there's something about them feeling like they didn't have control over a situation, how things unfolded, or the timing of which you met. Okay, but in some way they think that they're on some upwards trajectory. Okay, like the tables have turned in their favor. They're feeling good about something, or rather they're thinking very positively about something. But it's again quite a contrast between, this abundance of positivity to this broken feeling of loss and pain and sadness. So this may be that they flip between the two. Maybe they try their very best to focus on material things, or other areas of their life that are going well, so that they're not dwelling too much in their thoughts that are negative. Okay, or this could be that they're thinking that you have elevated or glowed up in some way. Maybe you appear to have more money than before. Again, maybe you look better than before in their eyes. Or they see you being in a really positive place and in a positive cycle. So, yeah. So if you have been feeling like, yeah, I have leveled up. I've, leveled up in my career, in my family situation, in my home, in my appearance, in my, inner self, my inner healing, my communication skills, whatever that is, okay? If you feel like you've been on this upward spiral here, then they're noticing that, okay? They can see that, and that may be as well what causes them pain. Which is I would say it's a little strange, but it's not so strange, because they feel like, how can you be moving on? How can you be in such a good place? Shouldn't you be sad missing me? So that would be why it may be affecting their own self-esteem or their own confidence issues if they see that you're doing so well without them. Okay. Now let's look into their feelings here. Because I've just noticed that all three of these cards, we've got the spiritual borders, we've got the color purple here. So I feel like emotionally, their feelings, they feel something deeper with you. They do. They know that you have something that's different to what they've had with other people. They're aware of this. Maybe they've just become aware of this. Maybe they've always been aware of it. Now, they may not be able to put their finger on exactly what it is. They may be somebody that's not as spiritually open or in tune in that way. So they may just feel like, why am I so drawn to my group one, even though there's so much pain? And why am I dreaming about group one? Why am I having visions about group one? Because there's so much psychic activity happening here. We've got spiritual strength and the third eye. Yeah, I feel like because the third eye here is reversed, your person isn't in alignment with their intuition, okay, at this moment. So this might be something that they're learning or they're gaining through being connected with you. Okay, because again, this is on a deeper level. This is their feelings rather than what they're actually thinking. And so I don't see them thinking in spiritual terms, but I see them feeling spiritually drawn. Okay, but they have a block. Third eye is reversed, so there is a block. There is a fog in front of their eyes, their intuition. So there's something about your connection that they're not seeing clearly at this moment. Okay, they may be feeling a bit delusional about things. They're not listening to their own gut instinct or to the signs. Okay, they could be receiving a lot of signs and synchronicities about you, but they choose to ignore them or brush them aside as if they mean nothing. Maybe that's how you felt, how they treated you, perhaps. But, we have got the partnerships and alliances card reversed. So they definitely feel like, there's a split. They feel a split from you. But see how even in this card, regardless whether the card is upright or reversed, the hands are still connected. They're still holding on to each other. So I do get that sense with your person. They still feel that connection. They still in some way are holding on to you in their feelings, okay? But they do feel like they've actually gained some spiritual strength. Again, they may not be recognizing this consciously, but on a deeper level, they're feeling it. They're feeling more spiritually strong and like they've leveled up in that respect through your connection. So let's get the tarot messages here. Let's do the same thing again. We'll look at their thoughts and then their feelings. Okay, your person's current thoughts about you, please. What are your person's current thoughts about you? Okay, so we've got the Sun card. Beautiful. What are your person's current thoughts about you? Knight of Materials. What are your person's current thoughts about you? Okay, we've got the Seven of Emotions. Okay, now your person's feelings about you, current feelings about you. What's coming through group one? Okay, excuse me, Seven of Voices. Interesting, we've got all these sevens here. Okay, we've got the Empress and the Temperance. Okay. So here, look, we've got the Sun card right next to this Destiny. And so I do feel, excuse, they're flipping between very, very positive thoughts about you. And I don't feel like there's necessarily negative thoughts that are coming through here. Sorry, I'm just realised I can't lean on the table. It's really annoying because everything starts to bounce around. I just put my elbows down and I can see things bounce. It's just more comfortable, but I'm just trying to find a comfort. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, we've got, like I said, we've got the Sun card, which is so much positivity. It's joy, it's happiness. You know, it's feeling alive, it's vitality. You know, you can't ignore the sun. The sun will always be felt or seen. So, your presence. Sorry, I don't know why I need to cough so much. Let me just have a sip of my drink. So yeah, the sun's presence here is showing that there's a lot of light coming through and warmth. Okay, I feel like he does have a lot of sorry, I didn't mean to say he. I'd say they. Don't like to be gender specific, but maybe there's a lot of people that are watching about a he. Maybe that's why that just slipped on out. Okay, but anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of these very, very positive, warm thoughts where they feel good. They feel good when they think about you. But then Knight of Materials reverse is like this lack of effort, this lack of, physical effort, physical time. Like, so they're thinking they can't give you any time. Even though they're having a lot of these positive thoughts about you, they don't feel like they can give you their energy and their time at this moment. Okay, something is definitely holding them back. And like I said, we saw this in their thoughts. Now, it may be that they are, like I said, worried that they're going to feel or inflict future pain, so they're keeping their distance. You know, maybe this isn't even on the two of you. You know, if this was a third party situation, perhaps, you know, they could be worried about causing pain to, you know, the third party if they approached you, as an example. So, but I mean, that may be the case for you. Everyone's situation is different. But yeah, they're thinking at this moment they can't come towards you, or they can't make the effort that they want to make. Like, I feel like this person, if they could almost stop time, like they could just press a stop clock, stop time, forget about everything else, anybody else, any of the past, the future, everything. Just focus on the present moment. You know, they would be with you in a heartbeat. They would run to you. Okay, I only feel like they're holding back because of these outside circumstances and, you know, the pain that they're worried about. Now, the Seven of Cups there reversed. Again, it's like an emotional card, but it's a feeling of, I don't know, I sense your person is feeling trapped. Like they don't feel like they can see you as a viable option right now, romantically. But again, this is just their current thoughts right now. This could very well change in an hour from now, 2 days from now. At this very moment, this is where they are. Like, they're not considering you to be an option. Okay, this is, Yeah, because they need peace. This is why the Temperance is coming through here in their feelings. They feel they need to have peace. They need harmony in their life. They need moderation. So, yeah, something about your connection they feel like they just want to be at peace with. They don't want to cause any drama. They don't. But the Seven of Voices here in reverse is that, especially next to the third eye as well, there's a lot of delusion coming through here with your person. They may suffer with mental health issues, you know, substance abuse issues, or something just within their own mind where they struggle to live in reality at points. Like they're always off. I feel like they're more thinking about the future or fantasizing about things, but they're not grounded. I'm seeing very little earth energy. Very little earth energy. I mean, we've got the Nine of Pentacles there. We've got the Empress, which is Taurus. So we've got a bit of earth there. We've got fire. We've got Leo. But we've got a lot of emotion coming through. I mean, yeah, we've got some fire here as well, actually, Sagittarius. So there is passion. There's passion. But this person, yeah, they're just not very grounded. They're not very grounded in their life right now. And, you know, they may be using this form of escapism as a way to deal with and cope with, the situation they feel they're trapped in some way. Now we've got the Empress here, which is, the Divine Mother. So you could be a mother, they could be a mother. It could be one of you or both of you have children. It could be single parents. It could be they have children with someone else. Okay, could be why the Empress is coming through. But I do also sense there that they're so attracted to you. They are incredibly attracted to you. Doesn't matter whether you're male or female, whether you're emperor or empress. Like, they see you being like at the top of your game. Like, if you're a woman, you identify as a woman, you're the most beautiful feminine woman they've ever laid eyes on. You have the most beautiful face, gorgeous body, stunning hair, you dress so well and chicly. If you're a man, you're super masculine, you're built well, you have a strong body, strong jaw, all those super masculine traits. Okay, it's like, like the perfect looking sex, if you will, whatever. If there is such a thing, I don't think there is such a thing, but you get what I'm saying. Like, if you were to sort of carve out your perfect person, whichever person you're attracted to, whichever sex you're attracted to, if you were to like carve them out, that's how they see you, group one. They see you as like you've been carved out of, beautiful marble or something. So, yeah, I mean, it makes sense why they do feel so drawn to you, okay, because of your appearance. But I do also feel like there's a sweetness, there's a nurturing quality coming through that they feel with you. So maybe you were very sweet to them, you nurtured them, and there's more to it. There's certainly more to it than physical. There's a lot of emotional stuff coming through. There's a lot of spiritual stuff coming through here. Okay, so we're going to finish off now with the Hidden Truth Oracle here. So your person's hidden truth about you. What are they thinking about you, or what would they tell you right now if they could? We both know I am not the one for you. I love you. Wow. I bury myself in work to forget about you. Yeah, wow. That is your person here, and that makes sense actually with that Knight of Materials. They do love you. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. They really do. And I knew that. I could see that in this reading the whole time. Again, your connection is mutually strong. Okay, so they definitely love you. If that's something you have been wondering, then wonder no more, because they do. They very much love you. They may not have the best way of showing it, but the love is there, okay? And they acknowledge it. They acknowledge that they love you, to themselves at least. But in some way, they don't feel like they're meant for you, okay? They may think that they're bad for you in some way, or that you're bad for each other, okay? But there's something, it's a bit of a victim mentality coming through now, a little bit like a woe is me, like, oh, I'm just, you're too good for me type of deal. Like, I'm too messed up, I'm too this or too that. Again, this might be not things that they've said to you, or they would openly admit, even to themselves perhaps, but I just see this sort of, oh, poor me attitude coming through. So, yeah, I feel like they feel a bit sad, and that may be also what brings them that sadness as well. They feel like they love you, but they can't be with you, or that you're not right for each other, which is obviously a very confusing place to be in. I'm sure for both of you to feel like that, to feel you love someone so much, but you can't make it work. You can't be compatible for whatever reason. So even more incredibly painful and heart-wrenching to be in that position. So, I feel for you and your person very much, group one. But yeah, your person definitely, tries to distract themselves a lot. They try not to focus on their heart or on their feelings. They can't help it. They can't help but have thoughts about you. And they can't help the way that they feel, but they are very pragmatic in their distractions. They're very much like, right, okay, not focusing on group one. I love them, but I've got to focus on something else because we're not meant for each other for whatever reason. I've got to focus on this. I've got to focus on work, or, So at the moment, especially if they're being very quiet with you, then this is what they're doing. Okay, so yeah, there we go, group one. I really do hope that this resonated, and I hope that it's brought you the answers that you needed today, rather than the answers you wanted, because I'll always be open and honest with what I see and what I feel. So feel free to let us know in the comments below if it does resonate or when it resonates. And if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, the link is below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day, Group 1. Take good care. Okay, group number 2. Let's take a look at your person's feelings for you, their thoughts and their feelings at this current moment. Okay, oh yes, I was going to start with the Psychic Tarot first. So what I'm going to do is look at their thoughts above and then their feelings below. Okay, because as we all know, sometimes our feelings and our thoughts can be conflicting. So I want to cover all bases there. So let's see. Oh, they're all jumping out here. Okay, what are your person's thoughts about you right now? And just remember, this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. And just because this may be what comes through right now doesn't mean that this is how they'll feel or what they'll be thinking, by tomorrow or even in a few hours from now. Thoughts and feelings always fluctuate, don't they, right? Okay, so in their thoughts, we've got the third eye chakra to start with in their thoughts about you. Temptation in reverse. What are your person's... Oh, okay, we had a jumper. This pile definitely likes to jump. Okay. We've got the wisdom card. So let's look at their feelings now. What are their current feelings for you, group 2? What are their current feelings for you? Oh, interesting. Solar plexus reverse. What are their current feelings for you? Awareness reversed. What is going on here? Movement, choices, and decisions reversed. And then we've got recognition and reward on the bottom of the deck there. A lot of red is coming through here. I mean, you may be wearing the color red right now. Maybe they like the color red, or they drive a red car perhaps, or I don't know. Red is standing out in a big way. Now, also earth sign energy is coming through very strongly here. Taurus specifically, but oh yeah, and Capricorn and Taurus, but also Virgo as well. So your person may resonate with those signs, but let's see what else is coming through. Now, it's interesting because, I mean, there's definitely some crossover here, which again would happen, doesn't it? You feel certain things and then your mind starts to conjure up thoughts about whatever those feelings are that arise within us, right? But it's strange because their feelings are, well, maybe not so strange, but I feel like they're very closed off, okay, to their emotion and to they're not connected spiritually at all, okay, at this moment, at all. There's so much about them not having true awareness, okay, awareness of the connection, awareness of, any kind of spiritual connection, not just to you, but I feel like in general, this person, now maybe they've been struggling with addictions. We've got the temptation card here, okay, so yeah, it could be your person has certain addictions, but it could be that they see you as being some form of addiction to them, okay, because temptation reverse, it's like they're trying to stop themselves. So they feel tempted by you. They do, but they are trying so damn hard to block that out. Now, again, maybe this is that they're using other circumstances, substances or something external to make them feel better. But in terms of their thoughts here, again, third eye, this came through in one of the other piles in that, it's a very similar position, which is interesting. Because this is, about not having a connection to your third eye, not having a connection to their intuition. So something they're not seeing clearly. They're not seeing the truth about your situation, your connections. So their thoughts are a bit disconnected. They just seem very disconnected themselves or disassociated from reality. Like this person just doesn't seem... Even though we've got this earth energy, so there is a grounding here, but then I just feel like they flip between being very grounded and being very floating above in the clouds and not seeing things for how they are at all. And I feel like in part this comes down to a lack of confidence within themselves and also a lack of really knowing who they are. This person seems lost. Yeah, they seem lost in like knowing who they are. Like they may mold themselves to be whoever they're with, whoever that person is like. It's like this person, I feel like, shifts their personality or their persona in some way, depending on who they are closest with at that time. So, they may even start dressing in a similar way to the person that they're close with, or, starting to listen to the same music or watch the same shows. And obviously that naturally happens in couples. You can sort of cross over and start to enjoy similar things. And, well, naturally you probably have things in common that bring you together. But this person specifically seems like a bit of a shapeshifter. Like, they may be somebody that's very, very charming. They're great at being able to say whatever it is they need to say in order to get the result they desire. Okay, just in life in general, not just in terms of a relationship. Okay, maybe it is just about relationships specifically for this person. Some people can be very charismatic in one area and then, flailing in another. But a lot of people that are sort of charismatic tend to be charismatic across the board. It's people skills, isn't it? So I do feel your person has those people skills, but it's almost this sense that, again, it's a bit of a talent, but it's not necessarily a positive talent for other people on the receiving end of it, because it seems like they can, whoever they're with, again, it's like they just know what that person needs to hear, what they need to talk about, how they receive love, how they want to be received. So this person may be a very great listener rather than a talker. Okay, so they may just take on a lot and then feed that back to you or to whoever they're with. I don't think this is conscious, though, on their part. I don't see them having any kind of conscious thoughts to try to manipulate anybody. I feel like this may just be something very natural within them. Even though it can maybe get them what they want in a lot of ways, they don't feel good about it, because it's like they feel so empty inside. Like nothing is bringing them happiness or fulfillment. The only thing I feel like is actually helping them at this moment is this wisdom. Okay, because they might be somebody that is very, very intelligent, okay? Highly intelligent. And intelligence is obviously measured in so many different ways. I'm not just talking book smarts, street smarts, for instance. Or, there's certainly something that is elevated in terms of their wisdom. They're very knowledgeable. And it may be that they sink their head into books or into some kind of project or training, which is able to, help them disassociate. Again, they're using something to distract themselves. Now, they could also have a family. They could, be a part of a family. This could be a third party situation on your part, could be. But I'm just very drawn to this house and the people here. So it could even be the type of work they do. Maybe they work in construction or in family counseling or something. For instance, the Hierophant as an archetype is, somebody that's in a position of power, but more of a position of knowledge. But it's through that knowledge that they gain the power. For instance, like the Emperor is more like, I'm in charge, I'm in power, everybody bow down to me. Whereas the wisdom energy is more like, I don't know, Dalai Lama, for instance, or somebody that is very wise and naturally becomes a role model to other people. Okay, through behaving the way that they behave, through living their life the way they behave, right? Because that's what role models are, aren't they? People that we can aspire to be like and look up to through the way that they live their life in some way. So, I do feel like they are actually an inspiration to others as well. Like they, have a lot of people looking up to them. Again, maybe, in their work or in their home situation, a lot of people that rely on them. Okay. So, I feel like that's where they're able to help push themselves to, again, I don't think it's conscious. They're disassociating from their true feelings and from who they truly are. Like they're not giving themselves a moment to actually think about that. Because one of my favorite ever quotes, and because I don't read lots and lots of books, I have a very short attention span. Unless it really grips me, and then I will read it and I'll finish it. But sometimes I realize for myself, like I don't always need to read an entire book, for instance. I might get halfway through, but there's one sentence that will stand out, and it's that sentence is the reason why I needed to read the book. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to give it to you. I need to get the book back, actually. I've lent it to my friend, but it's called The War of Art, which is an interesting play on words from like the Art of War book. But in that, he mentions there's one phrase, and it helps you to realize what your true passions are. And I feel like this is such a positive thing to think about in general, is if you want to know what you really love. And it can be really hard to think about sometimes when you sit there and you think, but what is it? What is it that I really love? Like, what do I love doing? Like, but I feel like I love doing this, but then really I don't love doing the task. I love getting the result of it, right? So for instance, I don't know, so you could be working, you say, I love my work, but maybe you don't love the work you love the money that you get paid. Okay, so try to picture yourself on your own, like there's nobody else on this planet. You're simply alone. There is nobody else to impress, nobody else to showcase anything to, nobody else to do anything else for. It's just you, yourself, and you. And what would you be doing in that moment? Okay, or, for a whole day, what would you spend your whole day doing if there was nobody else on this planet? And that really, it helped me so much. It was such an eye-opener. And yeah, I've realized a lot of things that I love to do and things that, I don't love to do as much as I thought I did. Anyway, I've gone off on a tangent there. Let's get into your tarot messages about your person. But I mean, I'm not talking to a person. It would have been useful for them to hear that. That would help them to discover that about themselves. But maybe that's something you can ask them one day to help them discover themselves. Or maybe that's something you need to hear, group 2. Okay, so let's just see. We're going to do the same thing again. We're looking at their thoughts and then feelings. Okay, your person's current thoughts about you. Okay, we've got the 5 of Pentacles. So again, more earth sign energy. You could have met this person through work. 9 of Pentacles, more earth. Yeah, that could be how you met, or you could have some kind of financial connection. Another earth card, the Empress. Now, what are their thoughts about you? Current thoughts about you. The Death card in reverse. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, wait, these are their feelings. Feelings. I'm going to pull one more. Their feelings. I don't know if I said feelings. I know tarot knows I meant feelings because we already did thoughts. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this could be a double earth sign relationship. You could both be earth sign dominant. Could be. Okay. Let's look at their feelings first. They're feeling something's been revealed to them. Oh my God, because I didn't even talk about this card. I forgot. Oh my God. Yeah, the movement, choices, and decisions card, which is reversed. So they feel they need to come to a decision about you. They've been weighing things up. Okay, now, if this is a third party, they've been trying to weigh up between you and this other person. Okay? They're actively thinking about that. Now, if there isn't a third party involved here, they're still trying to make a choice about you because, their lives still could turn out very differently, whether they're with you or whether they're just on their own. It's not always a choice between two people. It can just be a choice. It's like, do I want to go down that road with you, group 2? And so I do feel they're coming to that decision because something is being revealed to them here or has been revealed to them. Maybe you revealed something about yourself to them, or revealed your true intentions or your true feelings to them, or that, I don't know, you want to work on things. 8 of Pentacles is putting in the effort and the time to work on something. So that also could be something they're weighing up. Do I have the time to give to my beautiful group 2? Do I have the time? Do I have the energy? Do I have the space? So they have been weighing all of this up on an energetic level. The Death card reverse, they are drawn to you, Scorpio energy. They feel very, very drawn to you magnetically. Okay, this person I feel has a strong sense of intense attraction to you. Okay, a very strong sexual attraction they have to you. I feel like they need to take things, they feel like their body feels it needs to take things to the next level. Okay, they definitely feel that way. They feel like they want to revisit the past. So yeah, there's something about them feeling they need to reconnect. They need to go over something again. Death card in reverse is like the opposite of an ending. It's something that hasn't ended. So they just, maybe you did split up or something, but they don't see it as truly being over. Okay, they don't. Or maybe, again, more in terms of their feelings. They don't feel it's over. Maybe in reality it's over, but they feel on a deeper level, on an emotional level. It's the first time any emotion has come through here. First water card. So there is card, but also Scorpio, it's deep stuff. So it's buried. Their feelings are buried so damn deep. My God. But the thing is, they can bury them. Sorry, 1 second. That was weird. It's like a fly flew in my throat. Oh. What's going on here? Okay. Yeah, so as I was saying, they can only bury their feelings for so long. And then they'll start to seep out of their pores. Okay, so yeah, the feelings are still very present for you. But like I said, they're buried so deeply. And, the more we try and repress things, the more they tend to try to explode. Or not try to, they just do. Or they'll come out in other ways that they don't realize. So, they are actively trying to push down their feelings, but they're not succeeding, okay? Because they're still coming through. Now, Knave of Wands reversed in terms of their feelings. I don't know if... I get the sense maybe you try to reach out to them, perhaps, and they ignored you, or there's something about a lot of eyes. I don't know if they've been keeping a close eye on you. They watch you in some way. Yeah, I'm just seeing eyes. I'm so drawn to that. Like they see you having a lot of eyes on you, or maybe that you're getting a lot of attention, or maybe that you're seeking attention from them for the wrong reasons. Okay, I don't know. Strange. But yeah, we've got the Empress, which is there again about children. There's definitely something about a family, a children, a mother. So this could be, again, something that they're weighing up at this moment in time. 5 of Pentacles for their thoughts. Now, there's something about releasing rejection. Okay, so if you rejected them, they're trying to let that go. They're trying to move on. If they rejected you, they're still trying to let it go and move on in some way. Like they don't want to deal with that. They don't want to feel badly about that. So yeah, if they were feeling guilty, they're trying not to feel guilty about it. If they're feeling sad, they're trying not to feel sad and rejected. And 9 of Pentacles, again, such a strong independent work energy coming through. Okay. But it can also represent being single. Okay, because of that independence with the 9 of Pentacles. So this could be that they're actually considering just wanting to be single, cut all ties with anybody they're connected with in that way. Or it could be, again, they just want to focus more on their business, okay? And yeah, I also feel like they may have felt out of control with you in some way. They don't feel safe with themselves. Like maybe they don't feel like they can trust themselves. And they're worried. They're worried about, what they could possibly do. So I get the sense that, yeah, they're trying to remain very much in control. And that maybe that they need to keep a distance at certain points. But let's just see. Let's close this out now with the hidden truth. I regret lying to you. It's time for me to heal now. Finding out the truth crushed me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that makes sense. We've got the High Priestess here. So they've found something out. Okay, they have. They found something out about you. Now this may be that you started dating somebody else. Okay, or I don't know if there was some kind of secret that's been exposed here, or, again, maybe you spoke to them. Maybe you told them something. Maybe you admitted something for them. And maybe that was very painful for them. But yeah, they've lied to you about something. And they regret it. They do. They do regret lying. But yeah, it's time for me to heal now. So now this could be physical healing if they've had any kind of physical health issues. But like I said, this could be many other things, in which they need to heal emotionally, mentally. So yeah, they're going through a healing. They may even be in hospital right now, or, they're on bed rest. Or they feel like they just need to heal from your connection at this very moment. Okay, or healing from whatever the truth is. Okay, something that they found out has hurt them. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. Regardless, they feel upset by it. I do feel that, but they're trying very hard to move on. I feel like they've actually processed the pain of it, because I'm not seeing like a huge amount of pain here anymore. Again, it feels more so that they are now in the healing process. Because even if you look, actually, finding out the truth crushed me. So it's past tense. So there was something they did find out about you or about your feelings that, really did bring them to their knees. But now they seem, because I feel like that Five of Pentacles, they seem to have moved forwards. And they're in a healing phase at this very moment. Do they still care? Yes, I do feel that they still care on a deeper level. I do feel that they haven't let you go. But they seem to be in quite, as I said earlier, a disassociated state of mind at this very moment. So there we go, group 2. I really do hope that this resonated with you. Please feel free to let me know in the comments if it does. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, the link is just below. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, group 2. Take good care. Okay, group number 3. Let's take a look at your person's thoughts and feelings about you. I'm going to start with the Psychic Tarot here. Okay, and just remember, this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to this is when it's meant for you. Okay, and just know that obviously thoughts and feelings are transient, so what may come through now may not be the case tomorrow or the next day or next week. Okay, but we're checking in with their feelings and thoughts at this very moment about you. So I'm going to start with their thoughts, which are going to layer at the top, and then their feelings, which will go below. Okay, what are your person's current thoughts about you, group 3? What are your person's current thoughts about you, group 3? Okay, emotional loss. Accelerated motion. What are your person's current thoughts about you, group 3? Suffering in silence. Okay. What are your person's current feelings about you, group 3? What are your person's current feelings about you, group 3? Oh, wow, spiritual union. What are your person's current feelings about you? Oh, memories of love. Okay. Wowee. Your person's current feelings. Hope in reverse. Hope. And then moving on in reverse. Okay, your person. Wow. Okay. They are not over you. Or they are very closely attached to you. Okay, on an emotional level and on an intellectual level. Okay, let's start with their thoughts here. And their emotional loss. So they are feeling some kind of pain when it comes to you. They feel like maybe you were ripped away from them, or maybe that you hurt them in some way, or perhaps that they hurt you and they're thinking about that pain. Like they're definitely thinking about pain in relation to your connection. But I feel like their mind is racing about you at this time. Like I feel like this person was suffering a lot, but they've let that go. Or feel like, again, in a very transient way, they're very quickly going to get over this. And I feel like they are wanting to come towards you super quick. Like they want to reach out to you. They want to see you. They want to make a date. I don't know. There feels like there's something very, very powerful here in their thoughts where they're definitely considering that. Now, it could also be that they're thinking that things moved very, very quickly with you. Okay. Now, in their feelings, look, we got the spiritual union cards. So one thing to note, how you feel about them is how they feel about you. Sorry, I hope you can't hear my stomach rumbling. I don't even feel hungry. I don't know if you guys get that. Like, I'm not a morning person. Like, I don't get hungry in the morning. But my stomach will rumble like it's hungry. But it's like, I don't feel the hunger. Anyone else get that? Anyway. So yeah, how you feel about them is how they feel about you emotionally. And it's beautiful because this is aligned so lovely. Because, we've actually looked at their emotion and we've got emotional cards. Whereas some of the other times or occasions there's been, sometimes the opposite. But yeah, your person is definitely in tune with their feelings. Okay. I feel like they know it. Like this person isn't ignoring it. They're not thinking that they don't care or anything. They know very well that they care about you, that they love you. This person does. I can see that. I can feel that. Now, it's not to say they have the best way of expressing that love, but I can see that the love is there. And I can see that they miss you as well. Memories of love. You know, they're thinking about the past. There's a lot of reminiscing here where they're thinking about, your history together. Or if you don't have a lot of history, maybe if this is somebody you've just met, I mean, it's quite an intense connection if you've only just met. But if that is the case, this may be that they feel like, because again, that accelerated motion could be, it's moved very quickly, but it's made them, I don't know, maybe they feel like they've already known you, or like, you know, you just meet that special person and it feels like, wow, I feel like I've known you my whole life, even when you've only just met. So it could be that there is also that bit of nostalgia, or that sense of, we just kind of fit, and like I could have known you my whole life. Okay, they have hope. They have hope. So they have hope that you can either get together or that you can get back together one day. Okay, if you did happen to split at some point. The hope is very much there in their feelings and their emotions. But let's just get some more clarity here. So what are their current thoughts about you, group 3? Their current thoughts? Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Interesting. Okay. What are their current thoughts about you, group 3? 3 of Wands reversed. What are their current thoughts about you? Right, what was that? Oh, goodness. 5 of Wands. Okay. Right, so what are their current feelings for you? What are their current feelings for you? King of Pentacles reversed. King of Wands reversed. Okay. What are their current feelings for you? What are their current feelings for you? 2 of Wands. Okay. Your person's definitely confused. I mean, that's coming through very strongly now. Okay, so it's not that, like, again, I feel like they're sure that they have feelings for you. I don't feel like that's a debate. I don't feel like they're wondering, do I have feelings? No. Maybe they are questioning the type of feelings they're having for you. That could be it. Maybe, you know, again, things started off very physically intimate, but now they're starting to realize that they have deeper feelings. Okay, or maybe there was an argument here, because 5 of Wands, I mean, look, it's a lot of aggression, it's a lot of passion and anger. So this could be, that you had some kind of a fight, and this may have thrown your whole relationship into question for them. Because again, sometimes people don't realize what they have until they've lost it. So that could also be the case here, that they're starting to realize how good they had it with you. And now, they're beating themselves up a little bit here. Okay. But the 5 of Wands can also be, an internal conflict, fighting between how we feel and then what we want to do, or what we feel is right to do, what we should do, what we have time and space to do. So, this person is all over the shop here. Like, they know what they want, but they don't know what to do. Like, they don't know, they've got too many options flying up in the air here. 2 of Wands. In their feelings. This is indecisiveness. Now, it's interesting because we've got the King of Pentacles and the King of Wands. So we've got fire sign energy here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Earth sign energy here, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So, I don't know if there's 2 people here. It could be 2 divine masculines, doesn't have to be, could be 2 divine feminines. There's 2 people on either side, and look, the 2 of Wands. So your person may be involved with somebody else. Okay. Or this could be the internalized battle between, how they feel physically for you, but then what they're actually willing to do. Because the 3 of Wands there reversed can be a sense of them feeling there's no future, or they don't see a future or a happy future together. Or maybe, again, just at this moment, they're struggling to see past where things are right now. Like, they're struggling to see things either being resolved or being okay. But regardless, they still have that hope there. The hope is still very much present for them. And I feel like this is them, like, still holding on to it. They're holding on to their heart. Like, they're not willing to really let you go out of their heart. but they are battling as to whether to take things further, whether to cut things off, whether to what to do. Basically, they don't know what to do at this moment. Now, the Wheel of Fortune there in their thoughts. Now, this could be that this could be more of like a windfall of thoughts, if that makes sense, but like a bombardment. Like maybe you reconnected, or when you first met, it just was like, wow, it was like your luck has come in, like everything has worked out. It's like, like say you go on the perfect date with somebody and they just tick every single box, that's Wheel of Fortune, right? So I just feel like there's something that they see as very lucky, or that was, a positive step forwards, a positive cycle, but then it's like cut short here with this emotional loss. It's like all this abundance and then pain, abundance, pain, abundance, pain. I don't know what that's about there. So let's see. We'll close this reading out now with the Hidden Truth Oracle. So what's coming through in your person's thoughts, or anything that they would wish to say to you if they could? I'm so attracted to you. You speak to me through music. Oh, you came closer than anyone. Wow. Compliment, eh? Well, whether you see it as a compliment, obviously on you. But yeah, they are. The passion is very, very strong here in this reading, for sure. Your person is incredibly drawn to you, like a magnet. And I feel like you're both the same. This is not a one-way street. Like, you both feel drawn to each other magnetically, and you can't explain it. Again, you can explain it away as much as you like, logically, and say, yeah, it's because of this X, Y, and Z. But I still feel like it's something much deeper than that, that you just, like, again, your bodies want to be next to each other. It's not even about what you're thinking. You just want to be close. And when you feel close, you just feel at one. Like, that's the thing. You feel like one person when you're together. You just feel like you just sink into one another. And it fits, like yin and yang. Like, you just fit. Even if you can't sort of make things work in other areas, there's something about your bodies and that emotional closeness that just fits and feels so amazing. And I feel like there's a struggle here, because it's almost like you've reached such a height with each other, such a height of feeling emotion, attraction, that it's really hard to find the same again. I mean, you'll never find the exact same again, because every connection is always unique. But the level at which you feel for one another, I do feel is so intense that it can be hard at points then to, especially if you're not seeing each other as being compatible right now, to be able to match that, to have anybody else come close to that, because we've got you came closer than anyone. So yeah, I do feel this person doesn't often let people that close to him. Sorry, I didn't mean to say him. I've done that twice in this whole reading, which is weird. I'm never gender specific for the reason, because I want to keep these readings very open in that respect. So I don't know why that came through. But again, maybe this is more of a masculine pile. Could be. But anyway, you came closer than anyone. So yeah, to them, they feel like maybe, they didn't let as many people get as close to them emotionally. But you did. Whether they allowed it or whether you just kind of bulldozed your way through there and made it happen, I don't know. But they definitely feel like, you got to see the real them way more than anybody else has previously. Okay, and I feel like you came closer for them feeling true love than they felt for someone else. And then we've got you speak to me through music. So yeah, I mean, this person might be, naturally very musical. They might play their own music, instruments, or they just listen to music. They just put on the radio, or they put on their Spotify, and the song skips to a suggested one, and they listen to it, and every word in that song speaks to you or speaks about you. Like, they feel like they can identify with the music, with the lyrics that are coming through, with how they feel about you, because sometimes that can be a true awakening, where you're just listening to it and it's like, wow, how I'm feeling. Somebody has written and been able to put it into words to music. And so, that could be also causing a bit of confusion, because it's like they try to logically dissect things and focus on other things, distract themselves. But then, it's like the music that comes through. They may even be at work and then a song comes on. They have no control over it, or even they can't change it. They just have to listen to it. And then it's like they can't help but think of you. Like you're the person that they go to when they hear these songs. Okay, no matter what's going on in their life, they always come back to you. I can feel that so strongly here. So there we go, group 3. I really do hope that this resonated with you, and please do feel free to let me know in the comments below if it did. And if you'd like to book a personalized reading with me, the link is also below. I do hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Take good care, group 3.